Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I will be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. It's Monday. Hope you had a great weekend and hope the week ahead is great as well. Now we have a big show in store for you today. I'll get to that in just a second. But first, let me tell you how you can find us. Well, you're watching it right now in Eastern North Carolina CW, but you can also find us at WNCT.com under the East Daily Download tab. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the hashtag East Daily Download. Plus, we have an email address, download at WNCT.com. We'd love to hear from you. Send in a question for Angie Casada for Q&A with AQ. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. Okay, as I mentioned, we have a huge show in store for you. What does that mean? Well, we're going to be living local. We're going to go to Martin County for East Carolina Motor Speedway. We are also going to give you a preview of some new CBS fall shows. The new season is just about to start. Dr. McCarthy is going to tell you about SOZA weight loss. Also, the 5-second rule comes to TV today. Mel Robbins' show debuts at 1 o'clock here on Eastern North Carolina CW, so stay tuned for that. But right now, WNCT 9 on your side anchor Ken Watling is going to hit the road and go to Wilson Reservoir in this week's People and Places. Let's take a look.
U.S. Highway 301 is one of Wilson's busiest thoroughfares, but you don't have to look far off the road to find tranquility. The Contentnia Creek runs underneath the highway. On one side, it's what you'd expect to see as the creek flows eastward towards the Neuse River. On the other side of the bridge is something much different.
This one is over 100 years old.
This is Wiggins Mill Reservoir.
It's one of 4 reservoirs we have here in Wilson. Folks love to come out here.
Just feet from the busy traffic of a major highway sits a water enthusiast's paradise. Not exactly what comes to mind when you think of a city more than 100 miles from the coast.
Yeah, it's kind of a hidden gem. I mean, the locals know a lot about it. They know all the best fishing spots. But yeah, it kind of surprises you when you pull in and you realize what we have here.
Wiggins Mill is a popular spot for kayaking and canoeing. And as you'd imagine, it's one of the best fishing spots in this part of the state.
A lot of fishermen, a lot of folks come in fish. For a long time, it was a big hunting spot, duck hunting spot. We've now got assigned duck blinds. We had to do that because we were so busy. So it's a lot of out-of-town folks too.
But no matter if you're from around here or from out of town, the fun doesn't end here at Wiggins Mill.
We've got 4 great water facilities that we're really putting a lot of emphasis on these days.
Yes, there are 3 other water wonderlands spread out across the city.
Buckhorn is a lot like out here at Wiggins Mill. It's fishing, duck hunting, kayaking, boating, jet skiing, that kind of thing. It's humongous. It's forever. It's so big. Toys Knot is in the middle of one of our parks in the middle of the city. That's fishing and a little bit of kayaking. And then Lake Wilson, we're doing a lot of work with it. We just built a bridge, completing a walking trail, a 2-mile walking trail around it. It's something we've needed recreation-wise to emphasize here in the last couple of years, and we've got a bright future ahead as far as those kind of passive recreation facilities.
The city of Wilson is quickly becoming known for active sports too. They often host tournaments featuring teams from all across the country.
We've had a great run the last 10 years or so here in Wilson with recreation. We've built a great athletic facility at Gillette. We've got 8 soccer fields, 2 turf now, a great pavilion area in the middle of our facility. Our baseball complex is 4 Little League fields with a stadium field. And we've just got a lot of great things going on here in Wilson and couldn't be more proud of it.
Now downloading Meltivational Monday.
The Mel Robbins show is not a show, it's an experience.
I said I was gonna cry.
Trying to hold it all together is part of the issue. This is a show about real people. It's not a show for celebrities, it's a show for you and me.
You're so adorable, the way he's looking at me like I'm gonna save him. It's like...
When she talks about an issue, it's like she's talking to me.
She promotes self-love.
You may feel broken, but you're not broken.
I am so happy to be here. Mel got me through last year.
It's deep conversations and people moving through the conflict they're facing. I cannot wait for you to see it.
All right, welcome to the Mel Robbins show. Let's do this.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. It's Monday morning. We hope your day is off to a great start. We still have a lot to come. Like what, you ask? How about living local? We're going to head down to Martin County for the East Carolina Motor Speedway. Let's take a look. Also, we have a preview of CBS fall shows that are about to come out. But right now, we're going to sit down and have a conversation with Dr. McCarthy about SOZA weight loss. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey folks, Dr. McCarthy here, and I want to talk to you today about a little problem that we have in the East, actually a huge problem we have in the East, obesity. And the way that we combat that here in our office is with SOZA weight loss. And this is an all-natural, holistic approach to weight loss. It's 4 different supplements that you take, and you do this over the course of 2 months. Most folks in our office are losing anywhere between 30 and 35 pounds in 2 months. All natural, no drugs. Next part is, it's all doctor supervised. You meet with me or my staff and we follow your progress and we help you and hold your hand and guide you through the process. Third is, you're going to eat real foods, and the foods are going to provide nutrition. You're going to buy these foods at your local grocery store. And one of the problems that people see is that obese folks are actually undernourished, and that leads to nutrient deficiencies. So what we do in our office is we do extensive blood work so we can see which nutrients you may be deficient in. Because if you're walking around with deficiencies, you're going to wind up being unhealthy. And our goal is not just to make you lose weight, it's to make you healthy. If you learn which food you should be eating, which nutrients you should be taking, you'll become a new person in just a matter of months. Folks who are interested in our weight loss program, we always offer a free 15-minute consultation. Come on into the office, we'll sit down, we'll show you a short 5-minute video, then I'll come in and I'll speak with you, and I'll explain the whole program to you in detail. We'll explain what you need to do, how we are going to help support you. We go over the supplements with you, give you the basic framework of the diet. It's gonna cost you 15 minutes, and it's gonna change your life.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool.
Thank you. Next. Let me help.
That was amazing!
We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl. Sundays are super, beginning October 6th on the CW.
The East Daily Download is all about you. It's about local stories featuring local businesses. If you or your business would like to be featured, contact the sales team at WNCT. And be sure to watch new episodes weekday mornings at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
With the help of the Golden Leaf Foundation, the New Bern Fire Rescue will be awarded $34,000. A new boat will replace this Swiftwater rescue boat, which will now be used for training purposes. At any given time, Walton Ashley Jones can be called to operate the Swiftwater rescue boat. But due to Hurricane Florence, New Bern Fire Rescue's boat has reached its limit.
The entire time we were out for 6 days. Just about 24 hours around the clock, it was ran.
Many times, officials have had to patch up certain areas of the raft, limiting their abilities to train.
We had our exercise a couple of weeks ago, and even during that exercise, we had to do some more repairs.
And because of the growing number of fire officials, the amount of boats is not enough.
We actually borrow boats from other places to be able to maintain and do our jobs during the storm.
With Golden Leaf Foundation's Disaster Recovery Grant, New Bern Fire Rescue will purchase a new inflatable boat.
There's a lot of places we would not be able to get into and rescue folks without it.
Along with an inflation kit, a fuel bladder, and help replace this motor.
It's going to help as far as maneuverability, as far as us having to worry about the boat deflating or anything of that nature.
Fire officials say the boat is vital for the community and the team.
Then I'm concerned about the safety of my own personnel, and this will provide us something that we know will be reliable.
Just all around, it'll be a better aspect for us and for our citizens and everything as far as rescues.
New Bern Fire Rescue anticipates to have the new boat sometime in October. At the New Bern Fire Rescue, Camila Barco, 9 on your side.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download. I am on our Instagram page right now, East Daily Download. Check it out. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And use the hashtag East Daily Download. You can also find us at WNCT.com under the East Daily Download tab. We'd love to have you follow us, share information with us, send pictures, all that great stuff. Okay, we still have a lot to come. We're going to go to Martin County for the East Carolina Motor Speedway and a Live and Local segment. But right now, let's go behind the scenes and take a look at some of the new CBS fall shows that are just about to come out. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's kick it off. We're back.
Day one of All Rise.
Fans have been waiting for this. Everybody's here.
You guys, season 7? Yeah. All right. Yeah. We are back in season 2.
Couldn't be happier to be back.
Hey, I just had my own heart attack.
Please welcome the President of the United States of America.
Hey everyone, we're starting our first day of production on season 3.
So we're officially back in the swing of things. We're here at NCIS. Emily Wickersham, Sean Murray, Brian Dixon. We're working hard on this one.
Let's start a great season 2. It's going to be a great season.
And action.
We're back. It's been a fantastic support system coming into season 3.
Third time the charm, season 3. Bigger and better. Welcome to the island of the idol.
We're looking forward to another wonderful time.
Season 4 of Bull.
NCIS New Orleans. We've officially begun filming.
We are literally filming right in front of one of the greatest statues in the world. Dreams come true.
1999. That's how long the Hatteras Lighthouse has been in this exact spot, and it might be moving again.
Let's go for the 12:30 climb. Let's go for 12:30.
Since its relocation 20 years ago, further erosion has taken place, meaning it might be time for this historic landmark to move further inland. Dare County Commissioner Danny Couch explains why this move might be the right decision for the lighthouse.
It's constant change here. And if we go ahead and make sure we're following policy, which is to adapt to the changing nature of the barrier islands, then we're going to be in a position to be responsible for future generations.
The Hatteras Lighthouse has stood as America's tallest lighthouse for over 150 years and has seen many shipwrecks occur in what is known as the graveyard of the Atlantic. If this erosion does continue, they will have no choice but to move this 4,830-ton lighthouse again. For more information on this story, please go to WNCT.com and click Online Originals in the Features section. In the Outer Banks, Madeline Ashley, 9 on your side.
How about a butterfly? A pink one, maybe. Or I could do a unicorn, a ladybug, a baby kitten. Your boyfriend's name inside a little heart.
Busy night tonight.
Everybody in here wants the same thing.
Now downloading Medical Minute.
An interesting new study out of Germany may have found a link between height and type 2 diabetes. According to this study, shorter people are at more of a risk of developing the disease than their taller peers. Researchers looked at more than 2,500 middle-aged men and women in Germany from a pool of 26,000. After accounting for factors such as age and lifestyle, it was found that those who were taller have a lower risk of diabetes. In fact, in both men and women, for every 3 inches of added height, risk was lowered by more than 30%. The author believes one reason for this is that greater height is associated with lower liver fat content. Of course, this isn't an alarm for all short people to run and get screened, but it could be added in the future as another risk factor, along with family history and obesity. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now downloading Living Local.
Robertsonville, North Carolina is a small city just outside of Rocky Mount. It's 17 miles from Greenville. They grow crops here, soybeans, tobacco. It's a farming community. There's a little bit of industrial, and then there's East Carolina Motor Speedway.
East Carolina Motor Speedway.
This is my life.
Meet Mr. Wayne Perry, current owner and operator of East Carolina Motor Speedway in Robertsonville, North Carolina. Mr. Perry was around when the track was built in 1990 by 3 other gentlemen, and he eventually came around to own the track in 2005.
When I bought it, I had no idea that I would be the promoter and the owner of it.
2005 was a year that changed his life completely.
This racetrack really is a lot of support for the economy here in Robertsonville.
For this small town, racing is everything.
We have people that can't wait to get in the gates on Saturday morning.
It's not just support from Robertsonville that the track receives. Racers and fans travel from surrounding states to come every Saturday.
We've been racing here ever since it's open. We go around some other tracks a little bit, but this by far is the best track I've ever raced at.
It's more than racing here in this town. It's a community linked as one family.
We've got a good family of people here. Our racers are family, and this is what makes this place click.
There is something at the track for everyone. They have 7 different divisions, a race for every age group. The youngest only have to be 13 years old to be eligible to drive. One thing is for sure, Robertsonville, it's not just a racing town. It's one big racing family.
Jerry does a good job. He lets you know when something is finna transpire. I have the app on my phone and the radar on my phone. It helps me know when the storm is coming up. One moment I really appreciated was when Hurricane Florence was about, and the way Jerry really let you know what was going to happen. That was one moment that made my decision for us to leave town. Craven County, we got hit bad. I just wanted to say, y'all continue to do what you're doing.
Now downloading Southern Stars.
Hey, we're in Faison to meet this week's Southern Star. Hi, Miss Ann Taylor.
Mrs. Ann Taylor is a walking encyclopedia in the town of Faison and Duplin County.
She does so much for Faison, and she volunteers all of her time.
Miss Ann is our town historian. She is a Faison treasure.
When it comes to spearheading a major building project or documenting generations of local history, Miss Ann is the go-to who inspires many with her energy and charm.
The museum is currently working on a grant so we can expand the library and the museum, and Miss Ann works on that diligently.
Everyone around here knows Miss Ann, and if you want someone to get something started or have backing, you go to Miss Ann and she says, I'm going to do it.
I think I'm the luckiest person in the world to have grown up here and to love all these people and to have them kind of love me. And
on behalf of Southern Bank, we'd like to congratulate you on being a Southern Star, and we thank you for everything you do for our community to help make everything brighter.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And here's a little token, a $100 gift card, and you can spend it wherever you like.
That is wonderful, Miss Ann, and thank you, Faye, for making that. And if you know anyone in your community making it a brighter place, you can make a nomination as well. Go to WNCT.com/stars.
Watch your local WNCT 9 in Your Side news on our live stream on WNCT.com.
Well, as you can tell, it's National Guacamole Day. I have a little bit of guacamole here and some chips in the basket. So you enjoy your day. And don't forget 1 o'clock. Oops, I just spilled guacamole on myself. And there's laughter on the set because people are mean and they're hurtful. Anyway, enjoy Mel Robbins today at 1 o'clock. And I'm going to go get this cleaned off. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Tuesday, when we hit the road on the next edition of the East Daily Download, we find out about Beaufort County tourism. We'll take a look into the Loch Ness Monster mystery. We sit down for part 1 of our interview with North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein. And King Chicken is our destination in Down East. So join us Tuesday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina's CW.